We return with two battlefronts brewing. One to the celestial north against the Sakra, and one to the south and the east against the ever-fading Illyrian. They're shortly going to wink out of existence within the pocket dimension, which suits our desires quite well. Now, we have a battle group en route to Sagitta right now, comprised of 5 ships of the line and an assortment of troop transports. We've got quite a few individual ships of the line available at Tai, at New Terra, at Rotan. These are all the new Purger 1.4s, and I think even Zoth has, yes, one, as well as some older ships, which will get refitted here shortly. Now, I do see we have incoming Xenos coming into Avalar. We just conquered a massive planet on Avalar with a large population, 21 Sakra, which we're going to exterminate, and we're looking to conquer the Avalar 4 here shortly, which has another massive population. So this is one of the most successful systems, I would have to guess, just judging by the large 34 pops in this system alone. There's one more. Oh my. What? Okay. I did not realize the Sakra had a 10 battleship in its 1 destroyer fleet, as well as an 11th battleship en route. My goodness. At Ramad, they just have some transports, no ships of the line whatsoever, and at Tarkuta, they have a single battleship which won't be involved in this fight. And our fleet is comprised of 6 ships of the line. Now, 2 of those are recently captured from the Sakra. Oh, no. Well, I guess we will have to put the ships to war with this. I would love to disassemble them. Let's pull a quick report on the Sakra technology. So again, any technology that is highlighted in bold or in light color is a technology they have that we don't have. So they have advanced damage control, and that looks like it there. Let's jump to the colony tab. They have the auto lab, the battle station, and the planetary gravity generator. Under weapons, they have the antimatter bomb, and that's it. And under equipment, they have your iridium fuel cell, the inertial stabilizer, the structural analyzer, and the rangemaster unit. Oh my goodness. That's unfortunate. That puts us in quite the situation. I would love to deconstruct those 2 ships of the line, especially considering we have a whole fleet out here floating around our other systems. But they're going to crash into us at Avalar with 11 battleships. Okay, let's I was thinking we were going to need to send a colonist to the Avalar system, but I think we'll hold off on that until we know if we can hold the planet or not. This is disappointing. Now, if we can take out this fleet of 11 battleships, I'm sure that will break the spine of their entire fleet. That has to be the majority of it. They can't have many more of those floating around. So, that being said, none of our ships... Oh, I like that. We just recently gained the jump gate technology, which rapidly accelerates the travel time from our ships between any 2 of our colonies. And since we do have one of the planets here in the Avalar system, you can see that Avalar is half green, half blue. These 2 ships of the line can get there in 1 turn, which will boost our numbers to 8 ships of the line. We will send them immediately. Oh, no. There we go. That'll help even the odds. Can we get anyone else there? 2 turns. No, the Ogre won't be able to join us. From Na, 2 turns. That makes sense. From Rotan, we're just going to check everything. 2 turns. And from Tai, they have a ship as well. 2 turns. Okay. Well, that's tough. Okay, let's see about building some defenses around Avalar as well. Obviously, I think we destroyed their starbase in the fight. There we go. Avalar system. Yeah, no defenses whatsoever to speak of. We have a missile base in the queue, and we have the capability of buying it outright for 480. Yes, I don't see why we wouldn't do that. Let's buy it outright, and we'll have it ready. That's fantastic. Will it return? So 8 battleships plus a missile base against their 11 and the destroyer. Well, I mean, obviously, if we don't get to dissect one of their battleships, that is unfortunate. We miss out on the technology. However, if we can destroy their fleet, that'll essentially be the end of the Sakura, as far as I'm concerned. 11 battleships down. They'll never replace that on time. Especially considering we have essentially an entire another invasionary fleet between Null, Na, New Terror, Rotan, and Tai. We can join all those ships up, maybe at Zoth, and then send them from Zoth to Avalar. I guess it would depend on like at what rate they could accumulate. I guess it was all 2. So let's send those ships on. 2 turns to Avalar. 2 turns to Avalar. So they'll all arrive at roughly the same time. So this will be our cleanup fleet. How about that? Whatever, if we can't win this fight, and of course the old Ogre, that'll get us 4 ships of the line plus a transport. We'll smash right back into Avalar. We'll see what happens. We have a reasonable chance. With the missile base, I would say that's the equivalent of a battleship. I mean, they have to destroy the missile base. And we have Zortrium armor, which means the missile base is made with Zortrium armor, I think. So that could be beneficial. All right. Well, oh, and let's not leave this ship over here at New Terra doing nothing. It's 3 turns to Avalar, which is a little longer than I'd like. Let's actually send this ship on to Thog in 4 turns. Now, you realize how far across the pocket dimension we can travel now in simply 4 turns, due again to the jump gate. But I want that ship there in Thog just to help reinforce this fleet, depending on what happens at Sagitta on the next turn. So we'll hit close. So this is bringing all of our ships together pretty tightly, but I wasn't expecting a battle against 11 enemy ships of the line. So that's going to be a real fight. What else can we do? We'll jump into our colonies tab real quick. Let's just check our production. We have several purgers coming up shortly. So a refit in 4 turns, a purger in 1 turn, a purger in 3 turns, and 2 more purgers in 4 turns. So we'll have 5 more ships of the line within 4 turns. And we haven't even advanced this turn yet. So they're coming very quickly. That'll be an entire additional small fleet, as well as a couple others in the queue. Many star bases in production, and we've pretty much spent all of our reserve income on that emergency missile base buy, so leave it be for the time being. It looks like we're going straight into combat here on this session, so let's see what happens. So we'll hit turn. Terran, select combat at Sagitta. Perfect. Sagitta has no planetary defenses, and they do have 10 transport ships. Okay. Well, I would love to destroy the ships. Oh, no. All right, we have to attack the colony, which isn't to fight. We'll invade with 40 power suits. The planet's ours. Simple. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have gained a technology from invading the Illyrians. And it looks like the Illyrians are just down to the Doles system and the Horn system down here. So we're running out of opportunities to capture Illyrian tech, if they have any to speak of. And then here the Soccer fleet attacks Terrans at colony of Avalar Prime. So this is it. This is their massive fleet slamming into us. We'll say a small prayer to the Emperor here. I don't know what's going to happen. They're tearing into us. Now, I did, in the last log, I was pondering the ability to turn ships, and I actually did some research and found ways to command more accurately the rotation of ships. We'll cover that a bit, and that involved a couple of things. Turning on some interesting options down here under the options menu, the show legal move and the show shield arc. Both of those are turned on right now, and you can even display a grid I don't really feel the need for that. We'll turn that off, but you could have that on, just if you're curious. But here's our missile base. Let's do a quick scan of our missile base to see. It is made of Zortrium armor, and it has 400 structure. I can see the Xenos are already tearing into it a little bit, but we'll get a few salvos off from this missile base. Better than nothing, and we're firing 12 total Mercurite missiles. Now, they're not MIRV, but they are ECCMs, armored and fast. So yeah, we'll take some shots off. Now, that's our scan. We have no leaders in our fleet, but we do want to scan for leaders with them. Oh, no. There we go. A leader on the Python. Okay. We'll definitely take out any of their ships with leaders first and foremost, because oftentimes leaders can, I believe, give their capabilities to every ship in the fleet. So we'll want to pick off the leaders first. The Viper has no leader. Viper 5. Here we're just going to make a quick survey of these battleships. Viper 8, Viper 6, Viper 2, that's most of them. Viper 4. We do have another leader here in the Viper 4. We'll probably want to target this battleship first, then pick off that destroyer, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, let's fire this first 12 missile salvos on this leadership here. We'll hit done. And now, yeah. So what I found out is initially I had found some tips saying keep your mouse cursor in close to the middle of the ship. No, that's not the way to do it. It could turn you left when you mean to go right, right when you mean to go left. You actually move your cursor away from the ship. Imagine as you're like trying to use leverage to turn a wheel. So you're going to click out here, but rather than left clicking with the mouse interface, you'll right click. So if I right click, and again, this is the forward facing of my ship. These green lines represent shield arc. But if I want to rotate my ship to face that leadership, which is down there, I'm going to simply right click. And I've now rotated. This will bring all of my forward firing main guns into an easy firing solution on this leadership. We'll fire away. And that includes missile salvos. We'll hit done. And we have another ship up here. I'm almost wondering if some of these fellows should focus on that small... Maybe we have the bottom 4 ships focus on the enemy leadership and the top 4 focus on this little destroyer. So let's do that. Actually, I think I'm going to have this one bring fire down on this larger ship, just since it's simply larger. It should be much harder to destroy than the destroyer. We'll hit done. And we'll go to our next ship here. And yeah, we don't even need to change facing. We'll just keep them. There we got some hard shots through. That's perfect. Now we're up to the top portion. We will face this little destroyer, and we're going to launch everything we have at it. We've taken down the shield already. We'll hit done. We're back down to the southern side, Celestial South. We will fire. We're tearing into that enemy ship very quickly. I like that. We'll hit done. Back up to the top portion here. We'll fire on the enemy ship. It's just about finished off. We should be able to take it off with this last battleship. So that should work almost perfectly. We'll hit done. We're back to the Celestial South. We'll fire again. Yeah, that leader is short for this world. We'll have them knocked out in no time here. We'll hit done. And finally, this ship should be able to pick off the leadership. Perfect. And we didn't even have to fire all of our weapons. We still have a couple of shots left. Let's kind of start focusing in more, though, on a closer-in ship. So let's do a scan. So out of the 12 total ships, 2 of them are more or less accounted for now. That leaves 10 ships of the line fully intact. Let's do a quick scan and see with the different versions of these ships, which ones are structurally the weakest, and we'll try and pick them off first to reduce their overall firepower. So let's do a quick scan. We'll start here with what? This is Viper 2. Titanium armor. So these are coming in at a class 3 shield and 100 and 100 structure. It's almost paper thin. There's no reinforced hull or hardened armor, so it's good for us. So a Viper 2 we want to pick off quickly. This is another Viper 2 with Zortrium armor. Oh. Literally twice as hard to destroy. So I would say we hold off on that Viper 2 for as long as possible. Let's just move from north to south here. Scan this ship. A Viper 5 with the lesser structure. This ship is a Viper 5 with lesser structure. This ship, a Viper 8 with lesser structure. This ship, a Viper 6 with lesser structure. This is actually potentially very good for us. These are kind of paper tigers, and we are going to want to punch through them. That's the single Viper 2. Bear with me here. I'm just moving through. That's the ship with the leader that's almost destroyed. That ship has more structure to it. I don't like that. And that ship has more structure. So, let's go after the ships with 100 structure, 100 armor, and we will tear them apart. So let's jump back to kind of the middle section here. And we'll say this ship here. I'm trying to get a feel for it. Yeah, our top ships can go after this one. So this Viper here, this is the one we're going to target. So we will perhaps close the gap. Yeah, let's do that. And let's fire with everything we've got left. And we'll start to immobilize it. So we'll punch through on that ship as quick as we can. We'll hit done. And now it's their turn. They're going to start tearing into us pretty hard. No missiles have made contact yet, but they're going to start making contact. I'm hoping our missile salvo can just take out that enemy ship. Not sure if they're using PDs against us. They're targeting their own battleship right now. Excellent. That was the enemy ship. Just went down. The enemy leader. So both of their leaders are completely eliminated. Our missile base is still in great shape, although I see these little green torpedoes are en route. That'll be bad news for our missile base. But for the time being, let's look at damage here. This Viper took some serious damage from the explosion. This one took damage to the back shields, which won't benefit us. This one took damage from the side. So I could see going in at this Viper 4 right here. Let's just make sure it's got a weaker structure. It does. So this is one worth targeting here very shortly. Let's do that. Missiles away. We'll hit done. And so we know we want to take this ship out since its shields are down. It already has significant damage to the armor. That ship's completely intact. Give me a moment. Let me jump back to scan mode. I don't want to mess this up. We'll probably have our lower 4 ships focus on one ship on the bottom and our upper 4 ships focus on a ship on the top. But let's just see how these ships are looking. We'll go off a scan here. That one's intact. 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 Okay. So we'll focus on this ship and then the one that's already heavily damaged. So, yeah, let's have these 4 just dart in and start picking this thing off. There you go. We'll hit done. Let's have this ship skirt in. Oh, this one's immobilized. Okay, well, let's just fire on this guy. I guess that ship's not long for this world at this point. We'll hit done. Yeah, let's skirt this ship forward. Firing there. And actually, that destroyed quite a few missiles. That explosion was good for us because it knocked out quite a few missiles en route to the ship. That was actually really nice. This Viper 2 has shields down right now, so maybe that's our next target. But let's do a quick scan. Is that the one with more structure? It is, but since the shields are already down, I say we just proceed to hit it with everything we got. Oh yeah, that was a nice hit. Done. And now we're back up to the top portion. We're going after this ship right here. So we'll fire on those missiles. We got one. Let's just cancel the missile alert. We're gonna take those on the chin. Oh man, that did some serious damage to us. But we'll start attacking this ship here. And now we're down here. And this is what we're targeting. Yeah, we're gonna zip right in. Fire everything we have. And tractor beaming the ship. Okay. Did we do damage? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll hit done. Now we're back on the top. This is the ship we're targeting. Let's get this fellow in here. Let's rotate a touch and fire everything we have. And gripping down on it. We'll hit done. Here we are. And yeah, let's zip this ship in here. We'll rotate a touch and we'll fire everything we've got. And we'll hit done. And we have another ship left. Oh, excellent. So we're going to rotate here. So we're faced right on. Can we get a little closer? Yeah. and we'll unload on them. Ah, dang, we're not quite... We don't have them immobilized. We're not releasing our tractor beams as properly as we could. That could be a bit of a problem for us, but we'll see if our missile base holds up here to this bombardment. Oh boy. They're tearing through us rapidly at this point. Are any of our missile flights connecting with anything? I'm not seeing a whole lot going on with that. Although we do have another missile salvo. That's great. We still have a lower fleet and an upper fleet. We'll fire another missile salvo here. Can we get in there? Not really. That ship is immobile. Oh, that's fantastic. We'll hit done. And let's board. Let's board her and capture. Excellent. That's fantastic. And we'll then target the next ship here. And we're punching right through. We'll hit done. And we're back up on the top. Let's close the gap. Rotate the ship. Fire. Everything we have. We'll hit done. We're down to the south here. Can we get in on this ship? I think so. And then let's see if we can rotate her and fire on the back. We're trying to capture her. We'll hit done. And another ship up on top. Let's rotate her down and fire everything we've got onto the back side there. We'll hit done. Now they're firing on the backs of some of our ships, which helps. Our shields are kind of protecting us because as we rotate our ships, it really gives you a lot more life with the shielding. Our missile base is still functional. That's awesome. Although I'm not really seeing any of our missiles connect with anything. It's unfortunate. We'll hit done. And which ship are we on? Yeah, we're here. We're trying to punch through with everything we've got right now. We'll hit done. Terran in there, pretty good. That is a tough ship. Wow. Okay. Let's scoot in after this guy. We'll hit done. Firing away here. Geez, I almost feel like we'd be better off having our multiple tractor beam ships working together right now. We'll rotate the ship. It's immobile, and we will board. Capture. That worked. And who's next? We've got some... Let's see. This ship here looks like it's relatively damaged. I'm going to bring this ship around and try and rotate her. We'll start targeting that as we can. We'll hit done. They just shot at their own captured ship there, which is a great waste of their ammo. Their salvos on us. I don't mind that at all. It looks like a missile salvo did fly in and hit. That's good. Let's fire another shot off. We'll hit done. And we'll fire on this ship here. I'm going to wait, by the way, on this battleship because there is a chance we will be able to board this ship if we can immobilize her. Hit done. Yeah, we're back up on the top here. Let's see, which ship are we going after right now? Oh, actually, can we get this ship? Oh. Yes. Oh, we can use all of our tractor beams to start immobilizing ships. Yes, 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 yes. That is perfect. Let's hit done. And let's board her. Capture. Yes. How are we looking here, folks? This is the whole... I see 6 of their ships still active. What ships are damaged? What's the next most damaged ship here? Probably going to be this little fellow. So let's get in here and rotate our view. And we'll start attacking and immobilizing this ship. We'll hit done. And let's rotate here. We'll zip forward. Rotate again. Fire. And immobilize. We'll hit done. Can we get in there? Let's see. Get to here. Rotate. Fire. Oh, I guess that ship's already gone. All right. Oh, there we go. I wonder if our missile base is still intact. We may get another shot off. Yes. Missile base is still rocking here, folks. That's fantastic for us. I'm not exactly sure who to target next. Who's the next most damaged ship? Probably... Geez, it's hard to say. Well, let's fire in through the back here, because maybe we can punch in through the back of the shields, potentially. And who are we on here? Here we go. We're firing and trying to immobilize this ship. I'll hit done. Can I get this fella in here? Yeah, we're going to jump to here. We're going to rotate, fire. Ship is immobilized. We'll hit... Can I turn again? No. We'll hit done. You've only got so much turning radius, obviously. I'm just going to fire everything on this ship, I guess, just to damage it, start getting the tractor beam going. I hope we didn't lose immobilization on that one. Let's hit done. And let's fire and board here. Front shield is down. We're going to hit the boarding action. 5 Marines should be enough. 20 killed. Ship is ours. And let's rotate. And we'll take this one next. Done. And we'll fire and immobilize. Punching through the back shields here. We'll hit done. Missile base may be gone now at this point. We'll see. They're, again, firing on some of their own captured ships. We get one more salvo. That's fantastic. I'm not going to complain about that. We will fire it in against that ship. Looks like it has been hitting this one because you can tell the damage to its shields. So that's great. But that was probably our final shot from our missile base, but it did well for us. And it soaked up a lot of damage as well. Tractor beam going, punching through these shields. We will hit done. I'm going to rotate this ship. Tractor beam. We got to get these shields down. Oh, are they down? Yes. Let us board. 5 should be more than enough. Ship captured. Okay. That's a lot of ships we've got there. If we pull this off, we are going to have massive gains. So, look, this is the next most damaged ship, so I'm going to rotate, and we're going to start capturing this one next. I'm going to move into here, rotate, firing. Done. Can I get this in here? Let's see. I can get to here. Rotate. Well, we'll fire on the ship just because we can for now. Done. Rotate. I can capture from here. Excellent. Done. That's probably it for our missile base, as you well know. And that last missile salvo hit this ship, doing a good amount of damage to it. So we're going to rotate. We're going to tractor beam. And I'm going to hit wait on there because we may have a chance to board her. I'm going to fire on the ship, tractor beam. She is immobilized. I will hit done. And I'm going to fire. Shields down. We're going to try and board. Captured easily. And we'll work on the next ship here. We'll hit done. We're going to move to here and start capturing this ship since it's considerably weakened. We'll hit done. Let's get this ship into here. This is working out more phenomenally than I ever imagined it could. We'll hit done. Let's rotate our ship. Oh, no. No. Come on. Oh, she's already gone. She already captured, so. And you see they're hitting the backs of our shields because we're constantly rotating our ships. We're always giving them fresh shielding, so they're having trouble even doing damage to our ships right now. I didn't realize this would be such a one-sided ass whooping, but this is actually kind of incredible at this point. We're trying to punch through those shields so we can get boarding actions going. Ships immobilized. Obviously, we're not going to be able to board from her, but we should be able to fire and board from here. See if we've got some Marines left. Yes, 5 should be more than enough. Looks like we're consuming 5 Marines per boarding action. But, yeah, this is simply phenomenal. We'll rotate, and we'll take this one next. We'll rotate facing, fire, and start tractor beaming. we're going to end up with more ships possibly than we went into the fight with, if you can believe that. I can. This is amazing. We're going to take down the shields on this Viper 2. It's still relatively intact, and this is one of their tougher ships, but I don't think we're going to need to destroy it overall. We fire. We're very carefully trying to punch through those shields. We'll hit done. Now, if I tractor beam this ship, she'll probably self-destruct. So I'm actually going to move to here and rotate her. And I'll call that done. And I'm going to rotate this one. And I'm going to turn off the tractor beam and fire to weaken the shields. And then use the tractor beam. She's immobilized, shields are down, and I will try and board. With 3 Marines, should be more than enough, folks. Ship captured. Holy cows. Oh my gosh, I've never had this much success in a battle ever. Marines are amazing. I'm just going to say, I didn't realize, like, we're going to come out of this with, so I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. But holy crud, this was phenomenal. Like, I'm blown away. Yeah, let's move the ship to here. Let's rotate her. Learning to rotate ships was the one thing I was missing from my game to command. And now we've got it. We will hit done. Let's rotate her. And we will start locking the ship down and blasting down its shields. We'll hit done. Let's get this ship to here. Rotate her. No rotates left. Okay, well, tractor beam it at any rate. We'll hit done. And she just took off. Wow. We have 13 battleships now. Whew. They're just giving it away. Oh. Rear Admiral Gruns. Oh, reject. I'm going to reject the reject. Disgusting. All right, we've got a Hollow Simulator. Starbase completed. Missile base completed. New ship, the Persia 1. Automated factory. Annihilate colonist. Yeah. Filthy Xenos. We'll purge them out. Let's get an automated factory. Marine barracks. Robo-miner. And then we'll get a missile base for some quick defense. We'll hit done. And we got a stock exchange completed here. That's perfect on Gammas. What else do they need? Not much. They're not generating much in the way of pollution, so I'm not going to mess with that atmospheric renewer just yet. Let's get some spies going. Actually, yeah, we're going to load them up on spies. Okay. Purge 1.4 going. This is at Rigel. Yeah, they're growing well. This planet's doing very good. We don't have much in the way of pollution, so I'm not worried about that, but let's get that stock exchange for them. We'll hit OK. Where are we at here, folks? I honestly just want to push our fleet forward and take out the rest of these. Oh, no. It's out of our range. Ah. Can we get an outpost ship built for this star? Yes, let's try that. Where? Let's see. Can Sagitta make an outpost ship? Hold on. Let's jump here into Sagitta. Let's change this to an outpost ship. We'll jump it to the top of the production queue. We will have it in a turn. It's 70 BC. We need it for production. We will have that next turn. So let's remember to build that outpost. We'll advance it to the star. We'll move our fleet forward. We'll try and take Doles. I would like to finish capturing these before the Darlock or the Alkari can get those planets. We want those planets for ourselves. All right, so it looks like the Sagitta of War is going pretty well there, and we have another ship of the line en route. Should be more than enough to finish off the Illyrian. Now, Rigel just finished a ship of the line. Let's rush that to Avalar, because we do need to be able to defend there. And at Tai, we have a single transport. We'll send that to Avalar as well. And is this fleet fully repaired after that battle? I think it is. Wow, we did so well. Let's close that down. Our entire fleet's going to assemble at Avalar here in just a moment. And we actually have an entire another planet to capture in the system. This is a big, beefy planet. We're going to take that next. We can't attack it just yet. I wouldn't mind trying to disassemble a couple of their ships of the line. Because they do have technologies we want, yes? Okay. Let's deal with our food situation here. We're at a big -1. Let's jump over to food. Yeah, we'll pluck away a farmer, a worker on Zoth, to boost that up. And then we need to send some colonists out now because we do have new systems captured. So, who's closest here to Avalar? Is Simak down there? I'm trying to think of which planets are down in that area. Let's back out of here real quick. Null, Na, Zoth. Yeah, let's pick someone off of Zoth, actually, and send them to Avalar. So we will jump down to, let's see, sort by name. Jump down to Zoth. Yeah, we got some extra people to spare here on Zoth 2. And we will jump up to Avalar, send them en route. They'll be there in 2 turns. That's fantastic. And then down at Thog, which we conquered just recently, we have these, oh, interesting. That was an Illyrian colony we captured at Thog, but it used to be a Darlock based off the population, which is fine. Doesn't matter to us. Who do we have down in that section? Isn't it? No, Moretta. Moretta's down in that section, right? So let's jump to M. Or Monius. Is it Monius? Yes. Let's pluck a colonist away from Monius, and we'll jump down, and we'll send them to Thog in 2 turns. So those are nice quick turnarounds on those, and we should be capturing the next system at Avalar very shortly. We're going to build the outpost at Sagitta, the outpost ship on the next turn. And should we disassemble... You know what we should do is we should do a redesign for the Zordium armor. So let's do 2 quick things. Let's go to our fleet. Let's look at some of these Xeno ships we have. See if we can disassemble a couple. We got more than we need at this point. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is impressive. Yeah, we'll disassemble some of these weaker ships. I think the Viper 2 is on the better side of things. Viper 2... Oh, veteran crews. That's another thing to look at. Is the veteran crew standing there, right here? We could take apart the ships with the lesser crews. Although they're probably newer ships, so we got to be a little cautious about that. Mercurite missiles, neutron blasters. I'm just trying to see if there's a difference here. Neutron blaster, graviton beam. Gosh, it doesn't look like there's much difference with these. Although this ship here has missiles, which I like. This one does not. Sure, let's... I'm just trying to think about what it is we're trying to get out of this. We don't... Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. Let's just grab this Viper. Sure. Scrap it. Ooh. Okay, we didn't get any technology. That's not good. I'm not sure how that process exactly would go. I think we get like drive technologies and stuff. Maybe not. I'm going to hold off on scrapping any more of these ships for now. Just looking at their drives. It doesn't really tell us what the drive is. Titanium armor. Yeah, shoot. That stinks. I'm not sure that these have anything we don't already have. That has Zordium armor, which we've already got. So it's one of the newer ones. But the drives look like they're all the same. I thought we would have gotten that drive technology. Okay, I'm overthinking it. Let's just keep those battleships for the time being. And actually, we have the BC we need. Let's jump back over to Sagitta. There we go. We don't have to wait. We'll just buy the damn outpost ship. Boom. Hit return. And we'll hit turn. Okay, select combat for Avalar. Yeah, we're going to take the other Avalar system right now. And we will just advance in as quick as we can. The Ogre is leading the charge. We're going to fire on this planetary service. Actually, we can just hit auto at this point, I think. We have a large fleet, and this shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we'll even lose a single ship, provided they use their point defense web successfully to shoot down these incoming fighters and missiles. They should be able to mop this up pretty quickly. Now, oftentimes when you set it to, you give your captains the ability to go weapons free, they auto fight. they will use their Marines to capture star bases and whatnot when they're immobilized. So if they close the gap, they'll do that. And of course, we'll have to see where all those missiles are bound for. There's going to be a lot of them, and it could eradicate all life off the surface of that planet. We'll see. They might overdo it. They might overdo it a teensy-weensy bit. I do want the buildings. So they're shooting. I don't think they did any significant damage so far. I'm not even sure they got through our shields. But you see here, they're picking apart this little fleet of fighters. The numbers are dwindling rapidly. With any luck, that fighter garrison swarm won't be able to do any significant damage to our ships. Missile base is slowly going down here. And we also have a missile flight en route here. Some more shots going against the fighter swarm. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a lot of missiles doing a lot of damage. Holy cows. This should take care of business. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Starbase is down. We did lose a ship. It's just fine. And here they should be able to easily finish off what's left on the planet. Still chewing apart that fighter swarm, but it looks like they're down to a fraction of what it was initially. Can I mouse over that? Yeah. Missile base is nearly done. I'm hoping we won't lose another battleship. It's a waste, obviously, to lose any ships of the line. But yeah, there we go. Ooh, boy. Ooh, ouch. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, there's 3 buildings left. That's better than nothing. We'll invade. And we take them out without a single Marine loss. The personal shield there, by the way, yields a plus 20. Did we already get that personal shield? Yeah. We must. We're hitting at a plus 85 combat bonus. 3 hits in each power suit right now. Pretty much overwhelming Marine presence. There's the personal shield. So that's interesting. We benefited from the personal shield on the same turn that we invented it. But there it is. Deflects physical and energy attacks, increasing the combat rating of militia, troops, and armor by plus 20. It's a massive bonus. All right, so we are down to just a few things at the 1500 RP. I was eyeballing the cybersecurity link to help with our spies. Obviously, the automated repair unit to help repair our ships, but I think that weather control system is what we need next, and that should permanently fix our food problem. So we've got a starbase completed, atmospheric renewer, spy completed. We have massive food shortage on Avalar Prime, and Robo-Miner plant finished. Now, the reason we're having food issues, of course, is we're eliminating Xenos, and they think they need to feed them for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but here we are on Null 2. What do they need here? Looks like they've got all the production set up pretty well. Let's get that missile base, holo simulator, research lab, spaceport. Let's get that starbase, stock exchange, supercomputer. That'll keep them out of our hair for the couple of years of play, I would say. We are going to annihilate these colonists. Remember, there were 13, so we reduced the population with that missile salvo from 13 to 5, and we actually destroyed quite a few of the buildings. So that's not necessarily, that is a danger of using weapons-free auto mode for your individual ship captains. But dividing your fleet into smaller flotilla groups, so 5, 6, 7 ships of the line per combat group, prevents them from doing overwhelming fire to a planetary surface. So it makes sense to break your ship up, and it allows you to conquer more quickly when you have 2 or 3 main battle groups, each turn conquering another planet. The enemies go down much more quickly. But yeah, so we are annihilating these folks. They will need a robo-miner plant, followed by a marine barracks, followed by a missile base, and probably spaceport, holo simulator, starbase. We'll leave it there for now. I don't want to get too deep into that tree. There we go. Sagittarius system right there. Let's send our outpost ship out. Can we send the whole fleet? Yeah, let's send the whole fleet onwards, actually. And that outpost ship will well, I'm hoping there'll be a asteroid belt or a planet. I guess there might not be, which would kind of suck. And these guys are retreating. Those are just the transports retreating to Horn there. Perfect. No new ships completed otherwise. And we're probably... We have a whole backup fleet kind of swarming in. Or no, we are all together. Geez, I think we should break up our fleet now and send half of them onto Ramad. So let's click out the Xenos ships. Let's just send our Purger 1.4s. Let's do that. 7 Purger 1.4s with our transports onto Ramad. I think that will be more than enough to punch them in the face, and then we'll leave all these Xeno ships as essentially our defensive rear guard, just to kind of dissuade them from counterattacking us. But I think the Soccer are going to be on their way out, and we'll send our little scout ship onto this undiscovered star system. We're having a little bit of freighter fleet issues because we have, obviously, people in transport right now. I would send more, but let's see if we can maybe go to production and grab ourselves a couple freighter fleets. Let's jump to the Purger. 2 more freighter fleets. We'll swap that like that. Hit OK. That should take care of that in short order. And we'll hit turn and turn. Colony base at the Zier system. Sure. There we go. Another colony. We didn't really need it, but we'll take it. And yes, they're going to get the auto factory, followed by a marine barracks, followed by a robo-miner, followed by a missile base. We'll leave that there. They'll be working on that for a long while. Purger 1.4 done. Stock exchange done. Missile base done. Atmospheric renewer done. Colony base. And we're having a little bit of food shortage at Avalar Prime. I should actually fix that by just shifting some of those people over into farming. Let's see. What do we need here? Let's get that missile base, followed by a research lab, spaceport, starbase, stock exchange, holo simulator, supercomputer. We'll hit done. And this is the missile base at New Terra Prime. We've just kind of been beefing up some of the buildings in the background. We didn't need that, but we've got it. And do we farm here? No, we don't. So don't worry about that. Let's have these folks work on some transport ships. We are chewing through them quite quickly. So we'll just bust out 7 transport ships over the next 7 turns. It'll be 1 round for each of those. We'll hit turn. And stock exchange finished at Mentar 2. They're growing slowly. They've got everything they need here, though. Pollution is not a problem, so we will have them work on what? Let's have them work on spies. Let's throw 7 spies into the queue. We're going to have a massive bevy of spies here shortly, but because we don't have any financial issues, we can afford them with our tax base. Here we are on New Terra 3. They're looking quite good. Pollution's under control. Let's get that stock exchange and then maybe that pollution processor. Yeah, it will heck. Let's get the missile base and the atmospheric renewer. We'll just push through all of that. We'll hit return. Now that's our most populous planet with the most money production. So that stock exchange is going to really help us up here. Let's take a look at our BC though right now. Can we reduce our tax rate from 20% to 10%? Yes. Now we're just barely in the positive, but I would rather have that production. That difference of 20% or 10% is on all of our colonies' production. So we're bleeding a little bit off of every single one of our colonies, which is probably sitting at 30, 40 colonies now. So we just reduced it from 1/5 to 1/10 bleed on their production. So that makes a lot of sense. And then let's go into our food and sort by food again. Let's pluck some of these fools away and help with the food issue there. Freighter fleets are completing, and we know actually that we need to send colonists to Sagitta. We did not do that? Oh my. Hold on. Yes, we need to get colonists to Sagittarius now. Do we have multiple colonists on Thog? We do. We have 2. We're going to steal someone from Thog and get to the Sagitta in short order. So let's sort by name. Let's jump to the Sagitta Thog area here. Oh, no. Damn it. Moretta then. Is that what it is? No. Monius. We'll pluck a person away from Monius and get them to Sagitta. Because we don't want to lose There we go. They'll be there in 2 turns. And then we also have to jump back up to Avalar. Can we grab someone off a Knoll? Yeah, Knoll's pretty close there, right? We'll just pluck someone away. They'll be there in 2 turns. That's perfect. We'll hit okay. So our food's okay. Our freighter fleet should be coming up pretty well. And again, with our food production, we are trying to get more uniform farming here. I see terraforming completing. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We'll hit return. What are we doing offensively? New Terra just completed another battleship. Let's send that on to Sagitta for defense. And we have another battleship coming to Thog for defense. And we're almost to Ramad now with this invasionary fleet. What kind of a... They've got a couple battleships left here. Interesting, the Sakra do. But once Ramad falls, they'll have a hard time reaching our far systems. It may be out of their overall range, I'm hoping. But certainly Avalar is well protected for the time being. So yeah, let's advance a turn. And here we go, combat at Murad. We have our 7 battleships. They have a single cruiser, single battleships, in 3 colonies. Now, one of their colonies has a battle station, a missile base, and a fighter garrison. Another has a battle station and a fighter garrison. Another has nothing. So, to pick your opponent apart, we will attack the undefended colony. Theoretically, they will defend it with their battleship and cruiser, and we're going to try and immobilize and capture those ships. Then, at our leisure, we'll take apart the defended colonies. It'll take several turns, but we'll get it done. So here we go. Ramad 3, that is to say. And we will rush in and start to immobilize these ships. Oh, and they have a leader as well, which is perfect. We don't want that leader to survive this. Out of tractor beam range. Interesting. Yeah, that happens. Wow. We are going to just do a number on these folks. Let's try and start tearing into the cruiser there. It's cruiser, right? Yes. We'll have them on the next turn. Obviously, they may retreat out of here. Hard to say. And actually, I probably need to be careful with my missiles or I'm going to completely destroy these ships. So I'm going to disable the nuclear missiles altogether at this point, and I'm not even going to fire. I'm just going to advance this ship in. We'll hit done. And the same with this ship. We're going to disable the missiles by taking them to red. We will advance the ship to here, and we will hit done. Let's see if they stand in. Please stand in. They do. Okay, that's fantastic. And let's close the gap. We will take a quick shot on those. Close the gap. I'm just going to ignore the missile alert. We don't care. Boom. And I'm going to wait. I'm not even going to fire. Get the ship in. Rotate. I'm going to disable the nukes. And probably everything else. And just tractor beam this fool. Oh, and actually, let's do maybe the graviton beam. Let's see if we can punch through that shield. There we go. Front shield's down, and we will wait. Let's get this ship in. Rotate. I'm going to disable the nukes. We'll turn off our other weapons, and we're simply going to tractor beam them. The next ship will have this immobilized. Actually, with 3 of these, let's see, do we have, how many ships do we have? We have enough. Oh, gosh. We may be able to do complete immobilization. Check this out. I'm going to turn off the nukes, disable all this, tractor beam her, and wait. Let's jump in here, rotate, disable the nukes, turn off these other weapons, tractor beam. Ship is now immobilized. We'll hit done. This ship is going to... Now remember, a cruiser is one size category smaller than the battleship, so it'll only take 3 tractor beams to capture the ship. And since our entire fleet is currently rocking tractor beams, this should work. Tractor beam. And actually, we will need to punch through that shield. So let's do a quick shot there. Shield is down. And we're going to hit wait. And this final ship is going to rush in. We'll turn everything off when we will hit tractor beam, immobilizing the ship, and we will hit done. Here we go. We are ready to board. Capture the ship. Ship is ours. One of ours killed, but 20 of theirs killed. So it's an ass whooping. We'll hit done. And here is this ship, and this ship should be able to board. Capture. Simple. No losses. 2 more ships added to our inventory. We'll hit done. And we will invade the planet. Wow, this is almost getting ludicrous at this point. The enemy simply cannot stand against this ship. The 1.4 fleet is able to capture more or less every ship we come across at this point. If they don't run and they don't self-destruct, then they're ours. No losses. Planet's ours.
GNN, where the news comes first. A pirate raid in the Mentar star system resulted in the theft of 250 BC from your treasury.
Ooh. All right. And select planet for an outpost at the Axion system. Okay, this is down in the celestial southeast here, so we will just choose an asteroid belt. And scouts have arrived at their mod system. We'll hit close. Stock exchange done. Purge 1.4 done. Transport completed. Spy completed. Missile base completed. Perfect. We'll hit done. And we'll need to place a new order to replace our Purger 1.4. Plenty of headroom to grow. This Zoth is growing wonderfully. 15 of 30 populations. Obviously, they're farming like mad. They don't need any of that. They have no pollution. I think Owry is here, reducing pollution on the planet by 45%, so it does a good job. We got a bunch of spies being built. We have lots of transports, I think, being built. We have enough freighters. Let's put another Purger 1.4 in there. We'll hit return. Annihilate the conquered colonists. Absolutely. They are monstrous Xeno monsters. We'll have them feed themselves for right now, though, so they don't put a massive drain on our fleet of freighters. Let's get the Robominer built, the Marine Barracks, then the missile base. That's sufficient for now. We'll hit return. We'll have to get a colonist there. Stock exchange completed on Rigel Prime. What a great looking colony. Pollution's minimal. They have room to grow still. I don't think they need anything over there. So what do we want them to do? More transports, more spies, more purgers. Let's get a couple more transports, maybe another freighter fleet, maybe 2 more spies. And here we are at Rotan 2. They still have headroom to grow. They have a moderate amount of pollution. So there's several things we need here. I want to get that stock exchange. Let's do an atmospheric renewer. Let's do a missile base. And let's throw the biosphere on. By the time they get to it, they'll probably need it. We'll hit return. That's Gallus' system there. And here we are at New Terra 2. Monstrous amount of pollution, you guys. As always, let's get that atmospheric renewer. And then we'll throw a missile base in afterwards. But this will become much more efficient with that atmospheric renewer. I think it'll reduce that pollution by... It's already being reduced 50% by the pollution processor, and then I think the atmospheric is another 25% on top of that. So it'll take a couple of those yellow barrels off altogether and shift that over into mining pick, positive production. Stock exchange completed at Null Prime. They're on the slow grow. Nothing else they need to do there. Let's get Purger into the queue. We'll hit OK. Return. So at this point, we're just going to try and conquer systems as fast as we can. I don't know there's much else to do. They have en route a single battleship. I guess that's a gift to us. We will simply capture it with... We'll just rush in, tractor beam it, capture it all in a single round. Shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, and we'll keep these Xenos ships here for defense for the time being. Maybe we can start spreading our Xenos fleet out as we advance, and they just sort of protect a rear guard action functionally. We have a lot of ships that are finished now. Let's send these folks on to Sagitta. Let's send this entire attack fleet on to Dolts. And I see they have a small fleet there at Horn. So yeah, we'll wrap up on the Illyrians here pretty shortly. Rotan just finished another battleship. Let's get that onto Ramad. Zoth finished another battleship, and actually let's get it on down here to Sagitta. Perfect. Thog has a battleship, and actually we'll leave it at Thog to defend. I don't think anyone's going to attack us, but yeah, these forward colonies, we do want to have like a battleship sprinkled around. Some point we'll have to go after the Guardian at Orion, but I'm going to hold off on that a little bit longer. See, our BCs are getting very tight, but we're still in the positive, so let's not worry about that just yet. And we will advance the turn. Single battleship against our cruiser and 8 battleships. Let's take on the fight at Ramad 2, which is the smaller of the 2 colonies. And yeah, we'll make an effort to capture this ship. Let's rush forward. Can we tractor beam this thing down? I don't want to mess with that just yet. Let's fire everything on the planet here because we do got to take out that fighter garrison. Click done. We'll rush forward our next ship. Fire on the planet. Done. Next ship. Rush forward. So obviously we will capture the battleship, but we'll do it on the next round where we can actually zip in and get our Marines on board. Remember, if we immobilize the ship before we capture it, their behavior we've seen is that they will self-destruct because they know they're going to be boarded and they're going to go down. So we don't want to give them that option. And of course, we'll use our Marines to storm the starbase as well. This is almost kind of pointless taking out this fighter garrison because the fighters will be in flight before it's destroyed. But it's just one less thing we'll have to take care of later. And it really gives us something useful to do with our massive missile salvos. Now, this is, all along, I've always kind of restricted the missiles on our ships to about 2 shots of 2. The reason for that is the missiles can be so destructive, oftentimes it'll ruin the nice thing you're trying to have. So we don't want to do that. And actually, I'm going to start firing onto the starbase here or I guess a battle station? Yeah. I'm going to start firing onto the battle station because I don't want those missiles to scour all life from that planet. Here we go. They're shooting on their own ship a little bit. Some shots going. Yeah, looks fine. Let's jump in. I'm going to disable. We're going to capture, start punching through the shields. And we'll fire on the big base with that 1 missile salvo. Done. Let's get this ship in. We'll rotate to the south. So we can fire on those guys a little bit. I got 2 of those interceptors. Turn off the nuclear missile salvo. We're going to grab this ship here, and we'll fire the nukes at the starbase. Hit done. Let's get this. Oh, shoot. I haven't been waiting. That's not great. Let's turn this way. We're going to have to be a little bit careful here because I realized we're not going to be able to probably punch through the shields, but I will hit wait just in case I've got a shot. And yeah, let's, is there anything else we can fire here? Not really. We'll hit wait though. Let's get this guy in tight. Let's fire at this missile salvo real quick. Oh, nope. Nope, that wasn't great. Oh, well, we're going to board. We punched through the shield. I didn't even mean to, but yeah, we're just going to board her. We're going to capture. Ship's ours. Awesome. And anything else? We'll hit done. And then let's move this in. We're going to start picking off these missile flights and start pounding the starbase down. Hit done. Let's get this ship in. Can we fire on these interceptors? No, not really. Enemy missiles. Yeah, we got 3 of those. That's not bad. Fire on the starbase. We'll hit done. Get this ship in here. Fire on that missile flight. We got 2 of the 14. It's not bad. We'll immobilize the battle station. We'll hit done. I would love to get battle station technology. I wonder if that's going to happen for us. It's one of the Xeno ships. Oh, they have missiles incoming. All right, we got 1 of those 2. Can't even quite see what's happening here. There we go. Can we fire on those interceptors? No. We'll fire on the battle station. We'll hit done. And finally, this little cruiser. Let's send it up this way. I wouldn't mind it running a little bit of interference. Oh, we got missile flights coming in. All right. And we'll fire the rest of that onto the starbase. Right there. Boom. Oh, nice hit. Well, it done. Okay, let's rush. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll fire into the starbase here, and yeah, nothing left to hit those interceptors with. Oh, wow. Paper ships. Paper ships. Okay. Oh, that was actually pretty impressive. That's battle station really picked off our missile salvo that was headed in towards the planetary surface. So let's see here. Can we target these guys effectively? Yeah, we got 4 of them. We'll rush in. We'll fire everything we can here. Knock down the shields. Let's board the station. Capture. Ship captured. And then let's go to auto mode. And we'll finish off the fighter garrison here. Hopefully we won't lose another ship. They're chasing after our battleship. But as long as our battleship keeps moving ahead of them, it makes it hard for them to deliver their package, which is a bunch of point defense weapons. There's the cruiser gone. So we lost a couple ships. No big deal. Invade. Maybe we can capture technology like battle station technology would be lovely. We didn't lose anyone. No losses. Oh, advanced damage control. That's great because that was one of the technologies I was hoping to get when it comes up on our next pick over there. But since we have that, we can go on and choose something else out of that category. So that's fantastic. What? I didn't read advanced damage control. I apologize. Let me read this. So, food replicator. Here we go. Alter the molecular structure of inorganic material to create edible food. Having a facility in a colony allows you to convert 2 units of production or energy into 1 unit of food as needed by the colony. So it's kind of like a food replicator for all intents and purposes. So we got 2 technologies off that capture. That was huge for us. I'll read up on advanced damage control for you folks. Here we go. Terran Select Combat Adults. They have a starbase, a fighter garrison, and ancient artifacts. So, yes, we can take it. Let's go. And let's just jump to auto. I think our 5... Since it's just a starbase and the fighter garrison, I think our 5 ships should be able to take care of it. And with any luck, they'll again use the PD web to take down those fighters. We'll see what happens. They're not closing the gap at all. I'm not so impressed with that on the starbase. I would zoom in there and capture it, but the captains are under their own autonomy right now. So they're hitting, not quite punching through the shields. They're definitely going after one of our older ships first, I can see. I would love it if they'd start targeting this damn fighter squadron. There we go. Got a hit on there. Starbase is starting to take some damage. They're chewing through the shields. A lot of missiles straight to the planet. Ship captured with an assault shuttle. That was a great use of an assault shuttle. Holy cows. I'm actually really impressed. 1 assault shuttle with 2 Marines was enough to capture the entire starbase. Thus the power of Space Marines. What are you going to do? You're going to die to Space Marines. There you go. Planet's ours. What we'll invade with 36 suits of power armor. Brush them aside. No losses. No technology either. That's okay. We'll hit close. And scouts arrive at the Zoth system. Okay. I think that was one of the little yellow stars we sent our scout frigate to. So nothing there. It would have been colonized already. We got a supercomputer done. Terraforming. Atmospheric renewer. A transport. Another transport. Great. Terraforming done. Look, we're getting some great food production here on Naw Prime. And they have plenty of headroom. Not a whole lot else going on. Let's see. What do we want here? Let's get a spaceport, stock exchange, holo simulator. Sure. Then we'll throw in a biosphere and maybe pollution processor. Terraforming. Actually, let's jump the terraforming up to the top since this is a food colony. And that'll even improve that food better, more, whatever. We've got a bit of pollution here on Simac 2. So I would like to get a pollution processor followed by a missile base, starbase, stock exchange, holo simulator, atmospheric renewer. Yeah, there you go. Looks good. Hit return. Annihilate these Xeno scum? Absolutely. Absolutely. They sicken me. What do we need, though? We need Marine barracks followed by a missile base. We'll hold there for now because obviously that colony is going to need more attention as we start to colonize it. And annihilate these colonists? Yes, please. We do not need your pathetic research. We don't want you tainting our knowledge. So we do need, though, a robo-miner, followed by a marine barracks, followed by a missile base. That'll be sufficient there. We'll hit return. Terraforming completed. Perfect. What else can we do here for their food production on Zubin Prime? More terraforming? Yeah, I think so. Followed by a stock exchange and a missile base. We'll call that good for now there. We'll hit return. So much going on. We're about done for this report here. Oh my gosh. I see Alkari en route to Dulce. Now, they're sending a bunch of transports. They have no warships coming from the remaining Illyrian. Illyrians are checking out. However, the Alkari thought they'd send a battleship after us. Oh, maybe they were intending to invade. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave a battleship behind. We'll leave one of our Purger ones. No, we'll leave the Purger 2 behind. Everyone else is going to go to Horn. So one battleship will stay behind at Dulce to fend off that Alkari, and we should capture the last Illyrian settlements down there at Horn. I'm not saying that's going to happen on this update, but that's the plan. Thog is defended. Couple of battleships en route to Sagitta to defend it. A bunch more ships completing here. Good lord. Yeah, let's have our transport meet up at Sagitta. Off of New Terra, we have another transport. We'll meet at Sagitta. Off of Moretta, we have another transport. We'll send that one on to Ramad. I don't know why I keep saying Murad, but how are we doing here? This all looks good. Yeah, it looks real good. Let's get this transport sent on to Murad. I did it again. It's okay. I'll never change. Close. It's intense. The efficiency. Let's see. Can our scout move on to anything left? Yeah. It's like the scout scouted everything. We'll just leave the scout there at Zoth then. It's not going to do anything else. What do we need to think about here? Dissecting technologies. Oh gosh darn it. I never refitted our battleships with the Zordrium armor. Let's do two quick things. Let's go to info. Let's go to tech review. And let's jump to advanced damage control, right? Completely repairs ships. No. This is auto. This is auto repair unit. Didn't we pick that up? That's equipment. It's under equipment. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. No, I'm not quite seeing it. I thought we'd captured the auto repair unit. Weapons? It wouldn't be a weapon. Don't see it here. Colony? It's not a colony thing, obviously. Am I just dreaming that? Is that just a fever dream? I could have sworn we got... Well, I think the automated repair unit is a special unit you put on your ships that will repair them even during combat. The advanced damage control repairs all ships after battle. And that's automatically included when you get it. So I'm not really sure where we're sitting with that, but let's not overthink it. I do want, though, because I'm going to forget, let's sort by production. Let's jump up here to the Persia 1.4. Let's do a design on the Persia 1.4. Oh my gosh, we've got a lot more space. So there's the Zortrium armor, taking us to 600 structure, 600 armor. That's monstrous. And we have plenty of space left. So let's jump into our specials. I'm not seeing an automated repair unit here either. Interesting. Well, we don't really need it. I don't think we need any of these other things. Let's cancel there. But we have a little bit more space. So what one weapon would we add? Would you add an extra tractor beam? Questionable. I almost feel like we're undergunned, to be quite honest. I mean, it's working well to pick stuff apart, but I could see more point defense, definitely. Let's see. Let's just sort by our beam weapons. Unfortunately, none of these can be point defense. The best point defense we have is the mass driver. Let's hit cancel. Yeah, I would love to jump up that a little bit. So what else would we throw on there? A second tractor beam, so you need less ships to capture an enemy ship. You can capture them more quickly. I think that's not unreasonable. Let's add a second tractor beam. You got your nukes. I can see adding a fusion bomb. I almost feel like we are running out of need for the missiles altogether. I think we're getting to that point where the missiles just aren't that useful anymore. Essentially, all we're doing is immobilizing ships and star bases, punching through their shields and boarding them. That's kind of what we do. I think we'd be better off with more bombs and the ability to punch through their shields more easily. So let's jump to missiles and let's go no weapon. Let's start removing those from the ships. And I think because we're going to do that, we are going to rename this to Purge 1.5 because it's a pretty significant change. 2 tractor beams, the mass drivers, the graviton beam. Yeah, so let's see. We're going to punch through with the graviton beam. Let's get a second fusion bomb. Just in case, because we don't have missiles anymore, we want to be able to... Actually, do we have AMATs? We have AMATs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right there. No, we don't. Dang it. No antimatter bombs. Okay, that's fine. But ultimately, 2 fusion bombs, because we're not using missiles on the planetary surface anymore, we're going to rush forward, bomb the surface with those extra fusion bombs, and let's get 1 more mass driver. So we've upped our point defense game to 5 instead of 3. So we'll be a little more effective at shooting fighters out of the sky and missiles out of the sky, which will help mitigate the fact that the missile bases and the fighter bases will survive longer because we don't use missiles against them. But we do have twice the bombing capability now. That looks like a pretty effective ship. We're going to be able to lock down ships twice as effectively with the extra tractor beam. I think this is great. Let's hit build. And of course, they're much tougher because of the Zortrium armor. And yeah, let's swap this out. Persia 1.5 per Persia 1.4. We'll hit OK. And we'll swap out any Persias we have left in the queue there. And 1 more here. Boom. Swap out. There you go. That is a long enough report for the time being. I think we're just going to have to call it good there, folks. If you watched, thank you. Until next time.